All right, bad angle, I know. I'm here working on the truck, changing out the starter on this guy. And of course, as I always do, I'm thinking about value of parenting, single parenting, fathering, single fathering, this type of stuff. And there's oftentimes, still, I call my dad to ask him questions. My motorcycle there that I just fixed, been taking it out again. My dad's from a different time, a different generation where they to fix a lot of things. He's very apt at electrical work, mechanical work. Kind of a different time, a bit of a different breed. And so I still call him and ask him questions about things. And even just in replacing this starter, it's not really that crazy of a fix. It's not. I haven't replaced one in many years, but nevertheless, I remember as a kid, with my tata, my grandfather, and as well as my dad, I was always holding the light. I was the light boy. I was holding the light at night while they were fixing on the vehicles. And in Arizona where I'm from, it's very hot. And so they oftentimes would work on these type of projects early in the morning when it's still cool or after dark. And so I was always out there with them and while they're tooling on things. And at the time, as a kid, you hated it, right? Here, let me try this. But now as an adult, let's get a better bite on it here. As an adult, I really appreciated that time, And there was a time there I kind of had this running kind of joke, It's like parents only have kids so that they can make them workhorses, And all that time in Arizona when I was younger, man, my dad was just a real hard guy, real hard ass, an old cowboy. I guess he was a young cowboy then. Now he's an old cowboy. But real hard asses, And I just didn't appreciate it at the time. But now that I'm older and I have to do this stuff myself, first one down, if you can see that. I can do it. I have to do the stuff myself. Saves me money from taking it into the shop. I can do it myself, and I have enough of a wherewithal mechanically that I could do a lot of stuff myself. But I learned that from my dad, and it's like, there's a lot of valuable things that dads can teach sons, or daughters for that matter, but let's say sons particular. And oftentimes it has unseen value. It has unseen value. And so, I'm not the most patient person when it comes to working on vehicles. They're a real pain in the ass. But there's just a lot of things, especially as you get older, that I'm really thankful for, that you get to learn and do, but they're not, you don't see the value of it right away. Oftentimes it's long-term, slow burn over time with patience, things that you learn and that you are able to do as a man and that you're able to instill in your boys. And so right now in our current climate, our current culture, it's like, that phrase is getting more and more, it's gaining more and more traction. It's like, save your sons, and oftentimes the things that you're going to save society with, and your kids for that matter, in a very pro-divorce, very pro-single parenting culture, dads, the things that you're going to teach your kids are a long, slow burn. You don't see the immediate value in them. You don't see instant gratification or instant payoff. It's a long, slow burn with a long, slow wins over time, right? And so I think that's one of the things that dads really teach their kids, particularly their sons, is the long game. I think that's pretty valuable. Teaching your kids the long game, things that are valuable over time in the long run, and not so much the short-term gratification. I'm here able to work on my own shit because the stuff I did with my dad when I was younger, and I have enough mechanical ability and good old Protestant work ethic thanks to my dad. So we're reaping the reward of single parent homes now. So many homes without fathers. Boy, we're seeing that now, and we're getting what we paid for. We're getting what we paid for by removing dads from the home. So, and we have nobody else to blame but ourselves. You know, we've done it to ourselves. So, anyway, the long, slow burn, the long game, things that are valuable over time with patience, and oftentimes trial and error and heartache. But these are what dads teach, and it's a great thing. It's my thought for the day.